Hey everybody, guess what? Here it is. It's that opening night that we've been waiting for like how long?
We have been. So welcome to a very special colleague conversation with
me, Rick.
And me, Naeem.
And listen folks, it's eclectic out here. There's all these people. It's
so amazing.
You can really feel it, right? I mean,
there's a lot of energy.
A lot of energy. People from all over the Bay Area.
The build-up, though. The build-up. Oh, man. And you'll get to see a lot of people come through. We'll talk to as many as we can throughout the night and make sure you guys get a good sense of the people that it took to put this together.
Yeah, we're actually going to have a spot outside where all the DJ stuff is and all that. We're going to stop people as they're coming by and just give ask them questions as to what inspired them. What was it that Bruce Lee did or said, and how they got to where they're at because of Bruce Lee.
Who Bruce Lee was to them.
Yeah, I mean, Bruce Lee is something to everybody. I mean, and he's not just here in San Francisco, but
all over.
Globally, right? It's crazy. So we're going to be walking around here, and folks, this is going to be a real treat. You're going to really love what you're going to see. What's first on our agenda as far as trying to see everything? There's what's that stuff downstairs?
Downstairs is going to be an entire floor of how Bruce Lee has influenced the hip-hop community as well as the black culture in America, because he transcended race so much, and we weren't even aware of that.
No,
how much he did.
Yeah.
But you have to come here and see it for yourself, because there's only so much we can show on video, but being here in person, you get such a different feel for it.
Oh yeah, I mean you walk in and you really feel like you're here with Bruce Lee. Right?
Oh yeah.
I mean you get this feeling, this weirdness about it. It's like whoa, and all the stuff they got, the memorabilia, the Hollywood prop stuff that they put up here.
The information behind it.
Oh yeah.
Can't get anywhere else.
Crazy stuff. So folks, join us a little bit. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Hey folks, here's another gentleman that we yanked off the side of the streets. So what brings you here today?
Chinatown?
Yeah. Chinatown?
Is that what it is? Are we racially profiling him now?
Kidding. What brings you to this event?
Yes.
So I'm one of the consultants that's been working on this exhibition for 2-some years now.
Oh, cool. Wow. How many years?
How many?
2-some years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, this has been a long project.
Long project, but
when was this
project
proposed?
Of love. Oh man, this project has been proposed like 4 years ago.
Really?
This was actually suggested by Mayor Ed Lee.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, so he was like,
Well, of course, he's Asian,
Bruce
so
Lee,
that would make...
Yeah, Bruce Lee.
He might have been a long-distance cousin.
Same last name.
Lee.
Not all Lees are related.
That's right. We found that out.
Yeah.
So, you're inspired by Bruce Lee at all, or
100%.
You gotta be, right?
Oh my God.
What was the one thing that you take away from that?
Yeah,
just his masculinity, right? The way he portrayed himself in media, it's just powerful, right? And
wasn't a sick man of the Orient,
yeah, right. I mean, just the way he carried himself, right? And it's like the way my dad carried himself, right? But man, you look at the media, man, they show you something different, right? And you're like, man,
definitely.
what's up with that?
Yeah. And he wasn't going to let anybody change his image on media at all.
No.
He was Bruce Lee.
Well, the crazy thing is that everyone has this idea that this big arrogant guy, and and I was like, you know what? When you talk to people that knew him, he wasn't like that at all.
No,
he was confident, but he wasn't arrogant.
Yeah, he's a philosopher, right? I mean, man, if you're a philosopher, man, you know the pluses and minuses of everything, right? So you got humility in you. But he knew. He worked hard, man. He did whatever he had to do to represent himself.
Oh
the
yeah,
way he
yeah,
wanted to
definitely.
be seen. So
And you know, and the fact that he wouldn't take any roles where he would have to, have that the character, the Asian character.
Absolutely.
He was like,
man.
nope, we're not going to do that. So.
Man, those tired old troops, man.
Oh,
They're not doing
God,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was really cool. That's one of the things that I appreciate about him is that you could tell that although he was Chinese, he came across as a very knowledgeable American.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
And a lot of people
Yeah.
don't realize he was actually born in America.
Yeah.
That he's actually Chinese American.
Yeah.
And
Chinese hospital right here in San Francisco.
right here in San Francisco, down the street.
Down the street.
So we did our research. We're good.
You guys are good.
Hey, do me a favor. Yell out your name. Say hello to anybody you want.
Hey everyone, this is Anthony Tai. Proud to be here with Cali Conversations, these two fine fellows.
I don't know about that one. But
I don't know.
yeah.
We had to give him $10.
Even our audience doesn't believe you.
Yeah, they know us too well. But thank you.
But thank you very
thanks
much.
for stopping by. Enjoy the
Awesome,
the
yeah.
festivities. Or have fun.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, we'll see you
All right.
again this
Sending
evening.
people your way.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Take
it.
care. William Rhodes. He's one of
William
the
Rhodes.
artists.
Rhodey.
If you go downstairs,
Really?
if you go downstairs where all the different artworks
Yeah,
have been
yeah,
done, the murals, he's one of the guys. Which one did you do?
I did this, I call it a community art piece. So when you go in, you see these big pieces that look like old posters, movie posters from the Bruce Lee films or martial
I
arts films.
saw those. Those are awesome.
Wait, in the
That was-
walkway?
Yeah.
Against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a trick to it. You see banners going along the edges.
Uh-huh.
And I had Chinese American seniors and youth and African American seniors and youth come together and actually contribute to that.
Yeah,
No way.
there's a bunch of different images that they're on this.
they're all adding, so it's a living piece.
I was
So it
walking on.
continues
Yeah, I
to
walked
grow.
through that hallway. Like there's a whole on the stairways there.
Yeah, well, this is
Some of them were on the stairways and some were as we walked along. Right?
this is further in.
Further-
You'll see it's against a wall in the
Oh,
back.
we're gonna have to check this out, folks.
Yeah.
Be sure. Remember, folks, we're here for the.
Wait, the
we
large
are
mural?
Bruce Lee, under one family under the sky, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this
We
is
are
a really
one family. I am Chinese today.
So
Wait, no, that's not
did
what
you
it means.
grow up with Bruce Lee in the movies and
Oh
all
my
that?
God.
Did you do that?
He inspired me. So I'm, being African American.
Right.
In my town, in my city, the only place you could see martial art movies were in the black community.
Yeah.
They were not in they were not in mainstream theaters.
How crazy is that?
We
Yeah, never
would
made that
go
connection.
and just the excitement of it because it inspired many people in the whole civil rights movement.
So
A lot
do
of
you,
people don't
do you
really
think
realize.
that the movie The Last Dragon,
Yes, yes.
right?
with
Was
Bruce
it really
Leroy.
like that? I mean that's how it sounds like to you. That you're
Oh.
telling me that in the black community, Bruce Lee was a big deal.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Huge. I mean, absolutely. Inspired people. And it's just the whole concept of really fighting a person that is a loner, that fights against the system, who stands out, knowing what it feels like to be an outsider,
Right.
but being confident enough to stand up.
Right,
That is-
wouldn't take no for an answer.
Yeah, that inspires so many people of color around the world.
Wow.
See, this is the things that you don't hear about.
No,
I
no.
mean, all I remember about Bruce Lee was he was a badass
Kung
action
fu.
guy, and we've been interviewing friends and families of his.
Yeah.
And we're coming to find out this guy was much more than just a movie star.
And he didn't
Yeah.
set out to be. That was the big thing, is that he didn't set out to be this icon breaking ceilings in the industry, but that's what people saw.
Yes, yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Can I
so
say
cool.
one last
Oh, please,
major
no,
thing?
whatever.
For me, the most exciting part is growing up in the 70s, 80s, born in the 60s, but growing up, I spent a lot of time in New York and experiencing the whole hip hop culture.
Right.
Why I mention the hip hop culture is because so many people that would go to these theaters, see Bruce Lee films, see the martial arts moves, they were inspired. So what a lot of people may not talk about, some of the early hip hop came out of the moves and the things that took place in martial art movies. Many of those things.
Wow, how
And we
crazy
know,
is that?
for example, with the whole concept of Ghost Fighter and
Right.
the whole Wu-Tang Clan
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
That's an easy example. But even earlier than that, we're
Even
talking
up-
early 80s.
Wow.
I knew
Really?
people personally that would go to these theaters and incorporate that into the breakdancing moves.
Awesome.
wow.
That's great. Well, thank you for sharing
That is-
that. 'cause
yeah, that is
I don't
great.
think any of our audience knew about that.
No.
Absolutely.
I
I saw it
certainly didn't.
firsthand. I saw it firsthand.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Dude,
Wow.
you don't look a day over 30. What the hell?
Oh man,
What's your secret?
Your check's in the mail. And whatever you've been drinking, I want a glass. Believe me.
Hey, they got
We'll
free
get you
drinks
too.
here.
We'll get you
Yes,
too.
yes, yes, yes.
Hey, thank you so much for,
Thank you,
for
sir.
jumping in here
Thank
with
you
us.
so
Rodeo,
much.
oh my God, thank you so much for
Yes,
joining us.
thank you.
Yes, you have a wonderful night. Enjoy
All right,
yourself.
thank you, everyone.
That's
Folks, don't forget
awesome.
tonight, this is the grand opening for the We Are Bruce Lee, One Family Under the Sky. So
Sky-
come on, Sky.
Look, he actually hasn't been drinking,
I have
but it
not been
actually
drinking.
sounds
It
like he is
sounds
drunk. He's elated. This is how happy he is. Such a fan, such a fan.
3, 2, 1.
Cut!
Let's introduce your name. Who are
My name is Lon Walls, W-A-L-L-S. First name
Long Wall. So I hear that you've been doing martial for over 50 years.
50 plus years. I started in 1970, actually.
So you're
Wow.
a newbie.
I'm a
you're a
newbie.
newbie,
Yeah,
all right.
I'm a newbie. That's right.
Well, welcome to our show, Colleague Conversation.
Yes, yes.
Now, let me ask you.
You just talk.
You just talked.
Oh yeah,
okay.
conversation. That's
All
all it is.
You've been doing this for 50 years.
Yes,
What
sir.
system are you?
I'm in Bondo. It's called Bondo, Burmese.
Bondo.
Burmese.
Burmese.
Wow.
Yeah. It's,
Do you have a school anywhere nearby?
I'm in Washington D.C.
Oh, he came out all the way here just
All
for the
came on
event.
it. I'm here from Washington D.C. My instructor was a Grand Master named Dr. Mong Ji. He was Burmese.
Okay.
And I studied it. I went to a college at Ohio University in Athens, Ohio. He was
Right.
an instructor there.
Wow.
I was playing football and I got into it, and I just been into it ever since 1970. I just got
No,
into it.
what is Bondi?
Bondo is a Burmese art.
Uh-huh.
It was actually it's called Tayang in Burma.
okay.
It's a system. It's basically a system of combat arts, a lot of kickboxing. We do left away.
okay.
You like Muay Thai?
Yeah.
Left away, same thing. It's left away,
cool.
elbows, knees,
Yeah.
the whole thing like that.
Wow.
So we do that. So in weapons, we have you probably see the kukri, which is basically our sword. the
Oh,
combat
yeah,
sword.
yeah.
Yeah, you see. Are you familiar with the Gurkhas?
Yes.
Well, the Gurkhas, we train. We're like trained like Gurkhas.
Oh.
Our instructor, his father, and his grandfather are all Gurkhas.
That's
So
crazy.
that's so it's a lot of kinds of combat.
Wow.
style.
How happy are we to have you here tonight?
We've been seeing
Yeah.
some good
Yeah.
exercises with the practice swords.
Yeah, exactly. With the kukri is our official sword.
Right.
Basically, so a lot of our training is combat.
You know, we're gonna have to have you come onto our show at some point.
Make it out to Washington.
We're gonna make it. Folks, remember we are doing a fundraiser. We need.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be out here a lot.
Oh, you are?
My,
Okay.
my daughter works at KGO
Okay.
here, and,
Oh, wow.
and she just got out of school at San Diego State.
Oh, nice.
San Jose State, and William is my client.
Oh.
So I'm in public relations.
Well, this is
actually.
awesome.
Wow.
Yeah,
So he's
we're
still
definitely
working.
gonna
He's
reach
a
out to-
grandmaster.
Well,
Oh,
you know,
I'm not.
we're
I'm just. No, I'm just.
Sorry,
I'm
sorry.
a black. I'm a
I
fifth,
misspoke.
I'm a fifth degree black belt.
Fifth degree.
So,
Okay.
so we have
So,
like 9 levels.
let me.
so-
We're
wow.
gonna give you one of our business cards. Anytime you're in town, let us
Sure,
know. Maybe we
sure.
can hook up.
Yeah. We'd love to have you because we want to dedicate the hour to you and
sure.
to your art and to the history.
Oh,
I know
absolutely.
Today is about Bruce Lee, so we're
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
absolutely.
take
absolutely.
too much away. But
actually, my grandmaster met Bruce Lee at the Long Beach Nationals.
Wow.
Way back in the day.
Oh.
He talked a lot
Ed-
about
Ed-
Bruce Lee.
yeah,
and
Ed Parker's.
Ed Parker's international
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Long Beach. My instructor was there. He met.
That's
and
awesome.
actually, he's worked with Danny Ansanto, who was
Oh, wow.
basically one of Bruce Lee's students who
Yes,
carries it
definitely.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know a little bit about the art. so-
okay.
You know, just enough.
Just a
to
little
get
bit.
to
Just
the-
a little bit.
Just
I
enough to
love
get
the
in trouble.
modesty.
Yeah.
50 years and he's still modest. I love
yeah,
that.
we all have this. You see this ring. This ring is what we all have this on the right hand. It's like a commitment to the art, commitment to the martial arts of Bondo.
I'm gonna have to
It's
go
a
get
good
one.
Yeah.
pressure point kind of.
Oh yeah, it does that too.
As well.
The symbol is actually the Praetorian Guard in Burma years ago, hundreds of years ago.
Here, hold this up so I can zoom in on that.
See that? That's
You don't
that
wanna get hit
symbol-
by this, folks.
That symbol was worn by the Praetorian Guard, the guys that guarded
Oh,
the
really?
king in Burma,
Uh-huh.
and they all wore this medallion because they were like basically the Praetorian Guard.
Yeah.
exactly. And so we took the
wow.
design and made rings out of it.
The King's Guards.
Yeah,
Guard,
the King's
exactly.
Guard.
King's
Oh,
Guard.
that's crazy.
Yeah. I know a little bit of history too.
Oh
so-
no, we'll
Well,
definitely
hey,
talk
we're gonna
about
be
that. But
reaching
we'll
out
talk
to you
about your
sometime
history
soon.
too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
We're gonna-
definitely.
we're gonna
I've
find out-
kickboxed. I've done middle style. I've done kickboxing. I've done the we used to have the Battle of Atlanta years ago, and I fought in
Oh,
that.
I bet you he has some stories.
I kickboxed and done all kinds of stuff. Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, thank you for coming on
Thank
our
you
show.
so
We
much,
appreciate
it.
it so much.
Appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, man,
We'll-
it's all
we'll have
about.
you
It's
on
all
the
about.
Well, we're going to be
family.
reaching out to you sometime soon.
Okay,
Let us know when
I
you're
got a
out.
card too. I can give it
Awesome.
to
There you go.
I give it both of you.
Here, we'll do a hostage
Thank you.
exchange.
Oh, you got
Here's
one.
our-
Outstanding.
So that's the name of our channel. Check us out.
Oh.
You know, everything's very casual. Nothing. We have no such questions. Everything is about you
Okay.
and what do you want to
It's all
say.
like conversation. That's
Yes, sir.
like a
YouTube
style
channel.
too.
Yes,
Filipino
exactly.
martial arts, yes.
Filipino martial arts.
Yeah, okay. Like
So we
Pinjats
do-
a lot,
we
all that.
practice a little
Okay.
bit.
There you go.
Oh, okay. So okay.
Ah, smart man, smart man.
Ron, thank you so
Hey,
much.
appreciate you
it.
guys.
All right.
All right, you have a
Appreciate it
wonderful
now.
time.
Yeah,
Enjoy your
thanks a
evening.
lot, man. Sure enough.
So one of these, we're gonna have a really cool conversation
Wow.
with a guy who does the Burmese martial arts. So this is gonna be awesome, folks.
But he's new to it though. Only 50 years. Only 50
Hey,
years to it.
come on in here. We want to talk to you. Folks, again, we're out here with the We Are Bruce Lee. Come in the middle here.
In the middle.
Thanks.
We'll talk to you.
So your name is?
I'm David.
David. Dude, you're set up for this event. What's going on?
You got the nunchucks and everything?
I got the nunchucks in the
he's
bag,
got
but I
the
mean, I figured
nunchucks.
that, to honor Sijo,
Oh, that's awesome.
it's like I've been studying for the last 4 years and everything.
Oh, wow,
I was at school down in Mountain View actually, and
So, was Bruce Lee a big inspiration to you?
he's been a huge inspiration ever since the kids in school used to ask me back, like, are you related to him? Because I was one of few like Chinese kids in my school, so they're like, oh, do you know Bruce Lee? Are you related to him? I'm like, we're not all the same.
Not all Lees are related.
Yeah, but Sijo has been a huge influence on my life. And,
That's awesome.
It's just like the funny thing is I kind of took up martial arts again a few years ago. Like I hadn't done it for like almost 20 years.
Right.
Wow.
And as with many dumb decisions I made, it was because of a woman. She and I didn't work out, but I stuck with the martial arts. I love it. Actually,
That's
we just
awesome.
a few of my friends were kind of doing a school down in Menlo Park right now, and it's like we do
nice.
Kali, JKD, Thai kickboxing.
Wow.
We'll go see a lot. A couple of them are actually they're instructors under Guru Dan in Asanto.
Wow, that's awesome.
And so
That's great.
it's awesome, and then so it's been a huge honor to I've met him a couple times. It was a huge honor to train with him and
Wow,
everything.
how
so,
cool is that?
So yeah, it's
dope.
just love being part of the martial arts
Hey,
community
well,
again. So.
watch our channel on YouTube.
Yes.
Because the 100th episode, we will have the wives of martial artists, and you will learn what you need to find in a woman to keep a good relationship with a martial artist.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not easy.
It's
not
tough.
easy.
It's tough.
It
Because,
really is.
I've had many of my friends, their wives almost gave them the divorce papers because
Dude,
said,
I'm divorced.
So it's like,
Don't even.
it's like I'm
That's
tired of seeing you
awesome.
come home early. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your gentleman's time.
No, no,
Thank
no.
you
Awesome.
so
No,
much.
we appreciate it. We love
Thank you
it.
so much. And,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, all the best to you, brothers.
Brother.
All right,
Very
take
much.
it up.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, folks. Marriages, martial arts does ruin marriages.
It does ruin marriages.
Hey, folks, look who dropped in to say hello to us. It's our favorite guy, Dennis
Empathy
Duarte,
man.
and his beautiful, lovely wife, Teresa.
Yay.
So what brings you guys here, other than me giving you free tickets?
Scratch that from the record.
Bruce
Scratch that from the
Lee,
record.
okay.
Bruce
Dude,
Lee.
you kidding me, right? Bruce Lee.
How cool is this that they're honoring him in San Francisco?
This is phenomenal. I mean, we're all, men of a certain age, close to 60, and we came up in that era where Bruce
I am.
Lee broke it. Well, never
some
mind,
of us.
Never mind. But we came up in that era where not only for what he did for the martial arts, but for the Asian community,
Correct.
phenomenal. So you got to honor that.
Wait till you get inside and see the things he actually really did that people are not even aware
Yeah. There's
That's
a
what I'm
lot of
hearing.
stuff that you.
Now I'm hearing something about he did something with the black community long before.
Oh yeah.
of. Exactly. Yeah, we just had a guy who was talking about that. We interviewed, talked to a guy who does Burmese martial arts.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Bondi.
Ooh.
Awesome. He's been doing it 50 years.
Wow.
But he was saying, Bruce Lee is so big in the black culture community. He was like, he's this big inspiration for a lot of those.
Even
artists.
another artist who did one of the murals, he was saying how growing up in the 70s, a lot of the hip hop artists, because only in the black communities could you find his movies in movie theaters.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't find them in the,
Well,
the
'cause of
white
the whole
communities.
racism
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of these, young black children were watching, growing up, seeing these kung fu movies.
It
with
gives
Bruce
you
Lee.
a cooler idea of the movie The Last Dragon.
Yeah.
How Barry Gordon did
Yeah.
that, and it was actually based on the idea of this.
Right.
We're
right.
like, what?
No, I gotta tell you, I mean, the fact that the way he came onto the market, the way he did so with humility, and the way that he allowed the door to be open for anybody who wants to be a martial artist. Because either was Japanese or Chinese, right? Or Korean. Now he's like, hey, I'm teaching the Kwai Lo. Anybody can learn this, you know. And then from there, it's just, you know, the celebrity stuff. I gotta tell you, the celebrity stuff is cool. But what I really like about Bruce Lee is his philosophies. Because he lived his philosophies.
Well,
which is hard to do.
When he was in Seattle doing the school up there at college, his major was philosophy.
Right. But I mean, think about that. Here's a man who's been discriminated against, who had a hard time coming in, and he transcended all that because he believed in himself.
Right.
Mind
number
you,
one
at
rule.
19, he was
19.
teaching dudes in their 40s.
Exactly. That's
who
crazy.
had titles, and they said,
"We want
you're our seafood."
Yeah, you're our seafood.
The Four Musketeers.
Yes.
Right. Uncle Al and Joe, the James Lee, and
George
Lee.
George Lee, right.
We did our research.
Yes.
Right.
We actually talked to their kids.
I know. I saw the episode. It was good. It was good. But no, I'm saying, you know, to be here on his opening night is fantastic. Thank you both again. Appreciate that.
Oh, hey,
Hey, we can get away with it. We're going to do it.
You know us, we're shameless. We don't care. Now get off our stage. We got
I will
people
do
to talk to.
that. Thank you, everybody. My lovely wife, Sheree.
Yes.
right.
She was the eye candy this time.
Thanks, fellas. That was good.
Thank you. That's too funny.
God, yeah.
Hey, folks, we got another guy and his wife out here. Hey, young man. Mick, come here.
Oh, the wife too.
And the wife. Bring her out here. God,
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
you can remove that. You can dispense that.
We're out in the open. It's okay.
Hey, folks, look who else we got in here.
The Lopez's.
The
What's going on?
Lopez's.
Hey.
Folks, you got to remember, because we all do martial arts, any chance that we got to bring in our friends, we were definitely going to bring them in.
We're friends.
You were very excited when I said, "Hey, Mick, you want to go?" You almost peed your pants, I think.
I did. I
This
wore a
looks
diaper.
familiar.
I
That sign looks familiar. Look at that.
Oh my God, hey, dude!
Am I a
This is
fanboy?
awesome.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
Wait, where's the yellow?
You know what?
What's the jumpsuit?
You let that guy borrow it?
The wife didn't let me take that one.
I said no.
No, she said no.
We're stopping at the hoodie.
Especially if it gets cold. So, anyways, yeah, it's good.
So,
good.
what was so inspiring for you?
Terrible awareness. That's it.
Hey, folks, we're gonna talk to him in a minute too. This guy. How big of an inspiration was Bruce Lee?
You know, Bruce opened up the door for just being open-minded and never stop being a student. That's the biggest thing I take away from Bruce. And until this day, his inspiration holds true with me, especially with me. And I do train Jeet Kune Do with Scott Ferreira. How you doing, Sifu? If it wasn't for him.
Oh, Scott.
Yeah, Scott Ferreira.
Where the hell are
I
you?
told you I had a ticket for Scott. Why didn't you?
Sifu,
You didn't say anything to him?
My bad. Oh, man.
Scott, I told him I have 2 tickets for you. I don't know why you're not here.
Like I said, it's an honor to be here. I'm in awe right now. I'm in straight Wonderland right
Wait
now.
till you get inside and see
Oh
all
man,
the exhibits.
It's
the
gonna blow
inside.
my mind. I'm sure, but
Pull
again,
out your camera.
I am. So
Well, thank you for coming on our